Oh, hello there. My name is Daniel, and I'm with the Lack Factor. I'm looking for some dairy-free food. You think you could help me out? This is my first time visiting Key West, and I'm very happy to meet you and see all the chickens roaming around as well, and glad to be here. Alright, I'm gonna go have a look around. You stay here. So how did I get to Key West? I just arrived on the MSC Magnifica, and let's go backwards. I'm going to tell you all about it from when I got on. So check out my room. This is an MSC Aurea Grand Suite, and it is located on the 14th deck. I'll show you how we get in and out of it in a little while. I think the spaciousness of it is perfect. Love the kind of headboard back here, little details. This makes it feel a little bit more fancier. Of course, you get your combining pillows and duvet right there. Duvet, I think they call it, right? Of course, as with most cruises that I've been on, there is no charging capabilities on the side of the bed. Unfortunately, for any electronic devices, you would unfortunately have to leave all your devices over there on the makeup station / desk area. But nice large couch area. You have your daily programs right here that are left by the cabin attendant every day that you're on the cruise. I've found it to be quite helpful, and oftentimes even when I read it I still end up missing things, but it's a learning process. I'll keep getting better, hopefully, the more I cruise, right? The more I learn from all of you and from other people. It's a nice large station to sit at, like I said, to do makeup or just to write some notes. There is 4 charging ports there, which is pretty great. I did love that. Enough to charge a couple of phones and some more electronics. You have your room service menu, which you can scan. You can also order breakfast in your cabin. As part of the Aurea package, you don't have to pay extra for that, which is nice. Let's take a look at these closets. They are humongous. I mean, honestly, this is the kind of closet I would want for a 7-day cruise. But of course, this is only for the weekend, right? You have tons of storage in here. Here's your little laundry bag, which you can put some stuff in to get steamed or even laundered while you're here. Tons and tons of drawers. A lot of hangers. And of course, you can always request more from the attendant if you need. They'll bring you some more. I got all my stuff in here, and you got another mirror right on the door here if you need another mirror. This room is full of mirrors. There's definitely no shortage of mirrors. And of course, more storage space over here. You can see what I mean, how I just love the closet. Closet is huge. So what's the bathroom like in the Grand Suite? Let's take a look here. It looks like a pretty good size, a little bit larger than a standard bathroom. And oh wow! Actually have a full shower instead of those little side corner showers that I always feel compressed in. So I don't think it's big enough to actually like take a bath in, but I do appreciate that. That's pretty nice. You got some cups here. What is this? This is this is an outlet right there. You can use the hairdryer in the bathroom. That's kind of nice. Not every cruise has that. Got 3 shelves here to put all the toiletries. That's pretty generous. And some more storage underneath. Some shelves. That's nice. Do we have more shelves under the sink? Yes, we do. And over here on the left we have, a trash barrel and some tissues. And then of course back in the room I found the hairdryer. It is out here and not in the bathroom.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
we got some more storage under here. Looks like our safety drill is going to be starting. Just watched the video, but I have to head down. There's also a minibar sheet here. Anything you take, you're supposed to knock off, and then they'll replace it back inside the minibar. There's beautiful little sitting area here next to your bed. And of course with the Aria package we do have included some champagne and chocolate, which is pretty nice. The couch seems a little flimsy, like the pillows want to kind of fly away, but that's another subject for another day. Got our beautiful balcony here. You can kind of see what I mean about the pillows, right? I kind of keep pushing them in, but they kind of just flop back out. It is a pull-out bed if you had extra people in the room. So I think 4 is the capacity for the room. You could have 2 on the bed and 2 on the couch. I love to kind of get all my stuff ready to go. Unpack everything completely. That is just a cruise hack on day 1 within the first couple hours. Take everything out, put it all away, so that you're ready to go for the rest of the cruise. It's just nice because after you kind of look at the ship today, come back to your cabin, everything is just all ready to go later. I love it. Oh, my sail away party got rained out, unfortunately. So, you know, I keep getting lucky with this weather sometimes. But I am happy to be here. It's going to be a great cruise. It's going to be a fabulous weekend. It just has a slow start right now outside. So hopefully inside, the party's going to get ramped up. For all those that cruise, what do you do when the weather is stinky outside? What are some activities you do inside? For me, I think I'm going to, I don't know. Maybe I'll head to the spa.
So, after my glowing package at the spa, they said my face is glowing. It was quite incredible. I think I started snoring in the middle of it. Absolutely loved it. But here I am at the My Choice Dining, and the way MSC is doing this now is a little bit different. They actually have a scannable code for the menu. No more paper menus. Save some trees. And it just pulls up right on the phone here. And it was very nice. The head waiter came right over and walked me through the entire menu. Said what they could accommodate, what they couldn't, what they'll bring out to us. And I'm excited. I'm also hungry too. After the whole massage and spa treatment, you kind of really build up an appetite. So the My Choice Dining was great. I showed up at 8, the time between 6 to 9, and nobody was here. All right, got a nice lentil soup to try.
Well, at least I thought that was lentil soup. This is the lentil soup. So there was a chicken soup and then the lentil soup. And then there's also a mixed seafood grill. And quite delicious, actually. And how do we finish it off? Yeah, some fruit for dessert. Back outside, still not much going on, unfortunately. The rain has really dampened all the activities outside. Inside there is a pool that you can enjoy that is covered and heated, and it's open till 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Our records show that a number of guests who joined the ship.
Here's just a look at some of the stuff. Count the amount of bars that are on board. I mean, it's funny, it doesn't seem like a booze cruise, but there are so many bars everywhere. But what I found interesting is the Sahara cafeteria is actually the buffet. There is no signs at all that say buffet, but that is the buffet. But here we are. We have arrived at Key West. Let's go and explore this magnificent town. I've never been. It's my first time, and I am beyond pumped. Take a look at our ship here from when you get off. It's just huge, isn't it? It is quite a big ship. As soon as you walk off into Key West, you can just feel this kind of island vibe, and everything is nice and clean. It kind of has this old Victorian feel to it, the town, a lot of the buildings, but yet also with kind of modern updates. It's obviously a lot of condos. This building here is just amazing. I love standing at this for a while, just taking looks at it. Reminds me of some of the buildings back east, you know, northeast where I'm from. I think we're going to take a trolley ride around the town and bring us to some points.
It was one of the reasons the United States entered the Spanish-American War. But he knew his good friend, the guy he met national songwriter, to have his back. Jimmy Buffett had no clue how that trip in November of 19... know it at the time, but he created the #1 dessert on our island, the frozen key lime pie, survived along with $200,000 in Cuban tobacco stored in it. Besides that building right there, Ernest Hemingway told Joe Russell, he said, "Joe, I hate the number." She was 26. She came here with her mom, told everyone to escape the cold weather there. But when she got to Key West, she went to Joe Russell.
So the hop-on, hop-off trolley was pretty great. They offered the tickets from the ship. You just literally present the card to them, then they bill you back to your room. It was 20 bucks, which I thought was a great value to get around the town. They just dropped us off one of the stops down here by the ocean. And this is a hotel that I'm just mesmerized by. If I come back to Key West, this is the hotel that I would stay at. Just incredible. Check out all the birds down here just sitting by the pier. This is obviously Key West, one of the beaches down here. A bunch of folks come down here, and again, just everywhere has this tranquil vibe that you just want to sit down and relax and have a drink, just kind of take it in. Temperature was amazing. I decided to walk back just to see what I would run into. I love my little walking tours of the town, and just see if I could maybe find some food. This place on the corner over here looks pretty interesting. The green pineapple. Let's check this out.
Look what I just
The menu
walked
looks
across.
nice. I'm getting enchanted by this menu. Not by the smoothies, but I mean, they sound nice. I'm really enchanted by everything that looks dairy free. I think this place is definitely worth going into. Check out this case. Everything clearly marked. Hallelujah, you get an A from me. Everything shows not only plant-based philosophy here and clean ingredients, but they have a GF on items, nut-free, gluten-free, DF dairy-free, vegan items are clearly marked. This is just wonderful. Tons of options. Nice and clean, nice and inviting. Very exciting. Not only is it a cafe slash bakery, but they also offer free wine, free samples of olive oil, and there's a full boutique. More along the women's line of clothing, but there was also homemade goods which you could check out. Beautiful little sitting area here. Of course, I got one of the smoothies and a sandwich and a dessert. How could I not? Beautiful vibe in here, nice and clean, nice and friendly. Just a really cool spot to have some lunch. Had to try this linzer, right? Raspberry linzer. Oh, trust me, it tastes even better than it looks. Let's get back to our walking tour of the city. Alright, I've walked. Let me hop back on the trolley here.
Alright, here we go. 19. This is the seat of Monroe County, the southernmost county of the United States, contiguous United States. And that is here up Highway 1. You get a ticket in Key Largo. Guess where you pay the ticket? Right in front of us. That's called Royal Ponciano. But anyway, banyan trees can get enormous. The biggest banyan tree in the world is in India. It's 5 acres. Woo! That's 5 acres, yeah. Largest banyan tree in the United States is on this tour, folks. And I know you're all somewhat despondent over this. Well, I don't know. Yeah. A restroom, and there's a restroom up on the top of that building right there, the second.
All that was there. Today it is run by the Key West Art and Historic Society. The bottom floor to my left is the Curry Mansion, built by Milton Curry, his youngest son, with some of the money Daddy over into this experience. It's hard to imagine, but on the other side of Magnifica.
Alright, let's get back on foot. Check out this Christmas tree. This is wild, made out of lobster traps. That's pretty unique, huh? Are you feeling the relaxed island vibe yet that I feel? Just looking around? Yeah, I know. I could spend weeks here.
Era isso aqui que tinha. Okay.
One of the biggest things to do down here is to snap a photo down by this buoy, which is marked on at the southernmost point of the United States. Folks just come down here to snap a photo over here. The line, depending on the time of day, could take a half hour to a couple of hours. All the tours talk about how everybody who came down here fell in love with Key West and didn't want to leave. It's easy to see how that's possible. Not only is it just incredibly beautiful, but the people are warm and friendly, very hospitable. And again, like I said, just this nice, relaxed island time fever that just goes with you and you feel it. It is quite a lovely place. Definitely one that I'd want to come back to. So many restaurants that it would probably take months just to try each one going around the town. I absolutely loved it. Now, of course, check this out at sunset. If you come back on the cruise, or even if you're in the harbor, you can see all these boats going out to watch the sunset from Key West. It is beautiful. I don't know if I've ever counted or looked it up how many actual sunsets you can see in your life, but I know it's not as many as we think, because some days it could be cloudy, some days we might be working, some days we might be busy. So enjoying a beautiful sunset out on the water with a beautiful view is, yeah, woo! People are screaming. People are all coming out on their boats, they're partying. I mean, just imagine chilling out on the island and the highlight of your day is just coming out and watching the sunset. Pretty amazing. It's a pretty big activity out here. That's the biggest thing they do sometimes for the day. Going and watching the sunset. Nice little sunset cruise. And away we go. We're going to be leaving Key West and heading to the private island of MSC. Thanks for the memories, Key West. I hope to be back soon. Beautiful place. I enjoyed it very much. Back in the dining room. I have a beautiful fish soup tonight. Sadly, this was delicious, but sadly my entree was not that great. And for dessert, a little bit of a crumble, a fruit crumble today. So a little bit better than just fruit. buffet shut down. I'm walking back to my room. My room is right there, right around the corner. So you have to kind of come out this way. You can go down the other way, but like I said, the elevators are kind of funky, so it's easier to come on the deck right out here. But the chairs are put away. The party is over. Literally right after we left Key West, everything was shut down. So maybe this is why cruising is cheaper this time of year. I don't know, but certainly is a fact. Oh, and if I forgot to mention, it's Saturday night. Yeah. Let's go explore the buffet. Late night snacks, right? Open from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. They got pizza, but sadly, not for me. Everything's got cheese. The breads also have milk and cheese. If you're ever gonna try some, please be careful. Make sure you ask specifically for dairy-free bread. So even the cold cut sandwiches that are pre-made are made with bread that have milk. So you can just have the actual cold cuts without the cheese, obviously. Dairy-free desserts are quite typically 99.9% of the time never a thing on the buffet, and instead you have a surprise. Who even knows what dessert of the day is or what's inside it? So I guess I'm gonna head to my room. I'll probably sit on my balcony tonight, have a private party. Good night, I'll see you tomorrow. What difference inside the hallway. By the way, I don't know if I pointed this out before, some nice artwork here. The hallways are pretty well equipped. And there we are in the suite again. So 1:45 in the morning, and I am awake because there is so much banging going on underneath me. I don't know if they're cleaning or doing construction, but it is just totally impacting my sleep. It's like this really loud and obnoxious banging noise. Really, really loud. It's not the wind. I went outside to look right outside my door, and I see people cleaning and doing all kinds of stuff. So I made a phone call. I dialed 99 and I told them about the loud noise. They said they were gonna look into it, but it's been going on for a good hour. And again, the noise is just really, really loud. It's hard to capture on video, but it's like rumbling and rumbling under the floor with this loud banging noise. I mean, crazy enough, like if you were having a bad dream, it would be like the noise of someone trying to break into your house while you're sleeping. We've arrived at Ocean Cay. It's one of my favorite places. I absolutely love it here. I went up and grabbed some breakfast before I head out. And of course I can't still help but wonder where all that noise was coming from. So this is underneath my room. Looks like there's a pantry in here. And a couple of more storage closets here. What is this one? A fecal locker. I'm not even gonna go there. Storage locker here. Electrical. I don't know. Fecal locker. This is all right underneath my room. I was worried where the noise was coming from. But just a mystery. Let's head on to the island. Something that I've come to love about Ocean Cay is just how it's not as industrialized as some other cruise lines islands, specifically Royal Caribbean. And I just love how it still feels untamed. However, food is a challenge. So when I went over to the food hut here, it had already closed. It closes at 2 p.m. So there was a little bit of a line of people still waiting to get in, but they wouldn't take any more. So I said, oh, well, I'll head back onto the ship to get my lunch then. So it kind of has to cut your day short because the food options on the island are quite limited, especially for folks looking for dairy-free. There is a couple of little shacks that do sell cheeseburgers for a price. You have to pay extra, but they would not actually make me a hamburger, just a cheeseburger. They could not do it without cheese. The lighthouse show at night is just stunning. You can either watch it from your balcony, from the top of the ship, or from the beach down below. They don't leave until after the show is well concluded. And I think it's well worth it to check it out. I think they run it about 3 or 4 times every half hour, maybe something like that. It's only about a 3-minute show. But it's pretty magical. I like it. Exploring the ship a little bit more. Again, pretty sad that most of all the amenities are all closed off. Even while we're down here at Ocean Cay. Wind did not seem to be a factor tonight. I don't know if maybe because it's the last night of the cruise. I'm not sure. But pretty sad.
So question for you, if it was 7 p.m. and you are on a cruise ship, what would you be doing right now? Some of us have different dinner plans. Some of us have a show to see, depending on all that. But if you were eating before, you're eating after, what would you be doing? Would you be having a good time? Would you be partying, hanging out? I just want to give you a look-see at the top deck of my cruise ship right now. And it is 7 p.m. and the place feels, sadly, I'd say almost like a graveyard. There is no music, there is no party. All of the chairs are put away, if you can see right behind me. They're all stacked up, roped off. Areas are roped off. There is supposed to be a white party later at like 11:30. There was just a light show. We are still parked at Ocean Cay, so there is no excessive winds. There is no impeding storms. I don't understand why everything would be all closed off and put away as if the cruise is kind of almost done already. So I'm very curious as to see how the white party goes later on this evening, if this place is gonna come alive, because that's what I'm waiting for. I don't know. I mean, I guess this was not the party type cruise all weekend, but there is nothing going on. On a positive note, I guess I'm trying to spin this on a positive note. I do see workers with hand trolleys, and they are picking up all of the chairs, and it looks like they're putting them into storage, and they're doing that now. So if that is the noise that I've been hearing from 1 to 3 in the morning, then hopefully I won't hear that tonight, because all the chairs are already going to be away in the closet. I guess it just assumes that everyone who's coming to tonight's party is not going to be sitting down. They're going to stand, and then when they don't want to stand anymore, well, time to go back to your room. That's the message that it sends to me. So it's 11:29, and there is snacks available at night. There's pizza, there's cold cuts. However, finding things without dairy is quite a problem. So there is pizzas, all with cheese. There is, like I said, some sandwiches which are pre-made, which have cheese. We also have some tuna salad and egg salad, but the bread that they would go on has milk in the bread. So a lot of challenges, but I was able to ask the guy to make me a pizza with no cheese. And I wanted, you know, obviously something else on it, maybe some onions, you know, because he was like, I'll just do pizza with sauce. And I said, could I have some onions? He said, no, only sauce. But I said, that's fine. He said, give me about 8 minutes. So I'm pretty excited. It was great that they're able to accommodate me. And we'll see how it comes out. So while I'm waiting on my pizza to be cooked, it's a great time to chat about why I like to go to the restaurant, the sit-down restaurant, rather than coming to the buffet. I know for all of us that cruise all the time, it's pretty much the same foods that you would get in a sit-down restaurant that they serve in the buffet. However, they are much more attentive to dietary needs and are able to accommodate you much better in the sit-down restaurants. Anytime you ask MSC directly, how can you best accommodate my dairy allergy, my wheat allergy, any type of food sensitivities, they recommend that you go to the sit-down restaurant and you notify the head waiter of your concerns, and they will best be able to assist you. As in my previous videos, I've done it before at the buffet. It's just more challenging. You have to ask about every single item, even items that are the same on the same day can be made in different ways. So they said you have to make sure to ask someone to walk around with you and check with the chefs item by item what you'd like to have on the buffet. It of course is challenging because the labels, as we know, do not state all of the correct proper allergens. They do not show the ingredients. So you have to ask for someone, typically a manager, and they will be more than helpful to walk around with you, but just be prepared for that ordeal every time you want to come to the buffet. Of course, there's some things that are very simple, but some things are not. Like you would think sometimes lettuce would be a great easy grab. It would be dairy-free. But I'm seeing quite often they are mixing lettuce with cheese ready to go on the buffet, which could surprise you. Chicken noodle soup I've seen have cheese in it. So again, there is your typical things that you think would not have that do. So always please be cautious, and when you can, go to the sit-down restaurants, it's safer. Alright, wasn't even 8 minutes, probably like 6 minutes. Check this out, pretty nice. So again, just sauce, a little bit of oil, and I even snagged a little bit of ham. I'm the vegan killer here. I'm not vegan, you know that, right? Just trying to avoid the milk. So, add a little bit of ham on there and just dig right in. It's all about the dough anyway, isn't it? The dough and the sauce. Perfectly nice snack. So I gotta say, I'm a happy camper. I already finished one slice here. I'm halfway through my next one. I felt like it was kind of sad. I come on an Italian cruise ship, which is known for making fresh pizza all day long, and they do it right over there. It's a full pizza station, and I wasn't able to try it before because it always had cheese. So thankfully I asked, and they made it for me. And I tell you, the dough is amazing. It is nice and soft and pillowy, with like a nice crispy crust. And it's the pizza that I'm sure we all know and love. You may be missing a few ingredients, and don't get me wrong, I'd love some onions and basil and tomatoes and other things on here, eggplant, whatever. But I'm pretty happy. I think it tastes nice. So that pizza was amazing. I said it already. I know, I'm sorry. I said it again. There was another passenger sitting next to me, and she did mention, this is in her words, not mine, the best cruise pizza. So those are some pretty strong comments from her. She was a satisfied customer. Something else I do want to just mention, just some overall thoughts, comments after day 2 on the cruise. I did all the Key West today, absolutely loved it. On the cruise itself, I feel as though my thoughts getting around, having less passengers than other ships, I feel as though I feel more special. I think the crew is able to focus on me a little bit more. I'm having more interactions with several crew members, my cabin steward, people in the buffet, people in the sit-down restaurant. They have a little more time to talk and converse. The ship is full, it's at capacity, but I haven't really had to wait specifically long for anything on the ship. And today when I was in Key West, literally everything I did, with the exception of the southernmost buoy, which I had to wait about 20 minutes for. And I mean, really, I gotta get over that. Some people say it takes like 3 hours sometimes, so I only waited 20 minutes, but I'm just saying every restaurant I went to, every store I went to, nothing was overrun, even though all the passengers, or a lot of passengers from our ship, were like walking around the town and doing things. I did hear one of the shop owners talking to another employee saying, we go home when the ship leaves. So they clearly are expecting a huge crowd of people, and they came, but I didn't feel as though anywhere I went things were overrun, which is a nice feeling. So maybe that is something that comes with a smaller passenger size cruise, but I truly am enjoying that. MSC offers coffee and little juices all day long pretty much. I bring my own travel mug. You don't need to see the name of the company, who it is, but I recommend you bring a travel mug, fill it up with coffee, bring it back to your room. I'm one of those nutty people that drinks coffee even at midnight, 2 in the morning even, and then go right to bed. So rather than bringing a cup downstairs, which you could, one of their little ceramic mugs, I find that the coffee stays much hotter in a carafe, and I just absolutely love it. Something else I just wanted to mention about this cruise, the Magnifica specifically, I was not all about the entertainment so far. So the first 2 nights, The first night was all about Elvis music, and the second night was all about a tribute to rock. And I thank you so much to all the performers that put on incredible shows and work so hard. My commentary about the shows would just be based on the demographics of the people on the boat, on the cruise. I didn't see that everybody was that excited with the performances. Maybe they could try something a little bit different in terms of the type of genres of music and try different music. Not just speaking for myself, but again, when I was in there for 2 performances, so last night and tonight, both times the theater was only about 30% full. There were not that many people in there, and the people that were in there just were not that excited of a crowd, which is pretty sad for people who are performing, I imagine. So, and no, I don't think it's any adverse effect to them. I think they do an incredible job doing the performances, but I think in order to bring more people in and to make it more exciting, maybe they should think about just doing some different genres of music or types of shows for people.
Oh, I'm just going to show this sunset one more time, just for the heck of it. Thanks again for watching. I truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for all your help in passing 100,000 subscribers. Truly amazing. I am blessed to have everybody watching my content. So thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Take care and God bless.